Thanks for letting me stay here while Leonard Skypes with his girlfriend.
Oh, it's no problem. It's actually kind of nice. You reading, me reading. We're like an old married couple.
If we were an old married couple, the wife would serve iced tea and snickerdoodles.
Mayim Bialik reflected on the risks involved in introducing her character, Amy Farrah Fowler, to The Big Bang Theory, highlighting two key concerns. First, Amy's role as a potential love interest for Sheldon Cooper challenged the established portrayal of him as an asexual character, which was beloved by fans. Second, Bialik herself was unfamiliar with the show and its characters before being cast, which added to the uncertainty. Despite these challenges, the show's creators, led by Chuck Lorre, approached Sheldon and Amy's relationship cautiously, allowing for a gradual and natural progression. Ultimately, Amy's introduction not only enriched the series but also facilitated Sheldon's personal growth, proving the gamble was worthwhile. Mayim Bialik, The Big Bang Theory took a huge risk by introducing Amy due to two fundamental reasons. In hindsight, it's hard to imagine the latter seasons of The Big Bang Theory without the Mayim Bialik's Amy, as apart from being a great character herself, Amy's involvement also contributed to Sheldon's growth as a person. However, when she was initially brought into the mix, not everyone was certain whether her character would click with viewers or not. Bialik herself was aware of the risk of introducing Amy's character so late in the game, as by the time she arrived, Jim Parsons' Sheldon Cooper was already a household name. Mayim Bialik was doubtful about Amy's inclusion in The Big Bang Theory. During the sitcom's initial years, Chuck Lorre championed the idea of Sheldon being an asexual with science being his lone mistress. Considering fans were already accustomed to Sheldon's asexual traits on screen, Amy's introduction as the former's potential love interest could have gone easily wrong. I was told of everybody's beloved favorite character played by Jim Parsons, who's incredible, and people loved him so much the way he was, there was a huge risk that. Do we need a female version of the person that we love, who also was identified as very kind of like asexual and not interested in females? But this wasn't the lone concern that stemmed from her character in the beginning, as prior to being offered the gig of Amy, Mayim Bialik confessed that she had no clue about TBBT and Jim Parsons, adding, "I thought it was a game show. I had never seen it. I don't watch TV, so I had never seen The Big Bang Theory." Considering that she was being constructed as the person who could give Sheldon a run for his money in terms of geekiness, it's easy to see why this was seen as a huge risk. Chuck Lorre made sure to be cautious when approaching Sheldon's love life. Interestingly, Jim Parsons had no issues with the newfound direction, which retconned his character's sexuality. Moreover, keeping in mind that the initial 3 seasons shed light on Sheldon's asexual traits, Chuck Lorre was cautious with the progression of the new romantic angle, as instead of rushing it, they took a gradual approach to it, via USA Weekly. When we eventually did enter Sheldon into a relationship, we did it very slowly, and in a way that made us feel like we hadn't done a 90-degree turn at all. Although things could have gone south had the writers attempted to shoehorn Amy into Sheldon's life without any natural progression, fortunately, things turned out quite well for both the show and Bialik.